guys, this is Jeremy Barajas. It's my YouTube channel. It's my first video. So today, I've had a lot of requests on piano tutorials and all that sort of things. So today we're going to take as an example Senor, Eres, Fiel. Now, this is a very known song for some people, and actually for like mostly everybody should know this song. Senor, eres fiel y tu misericordia. That one. Eterna, gente de toda. So today we're gonna learn in the key of G. Key of C actually. It's a basic, normal, easy key. I usually like to include the 2 on the chord of C, which would be D. You know, because it feels fuller. It definitely feels fuller. If you want to improve your game, don't ever just do that, you know. From like a perspective of somebody who's grown into the system, this will cut it, but it definitely sounds better if you do some what is it? You could definitely do some different types of chords around the actual chord of C. So, you know, we're going to start with the most basic, which is with C. But as you start getting more advanced into the song, we'd probably go kind of add a 7 there. But that'd be what we have for today, okay? So, it's important to know the numbers of the song, alright? So we have what we call the numerical system, the Nashville numerical system, and it practically is like bass chord, since we are in the key of C. Number 1 would be C, and then so on and so forth. So in the scale of C, we have Do, C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, then back to Do, back to C. So just like how I did it from left to right, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then back to 1. So with that being said, you can definitely pause the video and see and try to record and memorize these numbers. So this is what I like to do. It's not gonna be this song. The reason why it's so difficult is because it uses the flats of some chords. For example, the guy, when he was making the song, he did Senor, eres fiel y tu misericordia eterna. There we go to a B flat, an A sharp for some people, for a B flat, and then back to the 4 would be F. So it'd be C, A sharp, B flat, and then F. And then gente de toda, F. Lengua y nación, G. Then we have a very specific chord right there, which is not in the scale of C. It would be G sharp major. So it'd be gente de fa, toda nación, de generación. There you go. It would be A flat, which would be practically G sharp. A flat and G sharp are the same thing, okay? Just as A sharp and B flat are the same thing. A flat, B flat, A sharp. So it'd be gente de toda lengua y nación, de generación a generación. Right there. That specific rhythm. So remember, as a pianist, you have to understand that, you know, we have specific chords that we want to ornament the song with, but, you know, it's always important to have an ideology of what the drummer is doing, right? And in this specific song, if you listen to it multiple times, it has hits, all right? So we're in the pre-chorus right now, but just to backtrack a little bit, we're going to the verse. The verse is very simple. Senor, eres fiel y tu misericordia eterna. Gente, pre-chorus, G sharp, it'd be, yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So, gente de toda generación, de generación a generación. And then, following the 1. What is the 1? C. Te adoramos, G. And then go to. Some people have different type of progressions. A progression is the way the Nashville numerical system are being played, which is, you know, just to sum it up, a progression is the order in which the chords are in the song. Some people like to do it a different way, but we're gonna do it. You know, it's kind of like the way I interpreted the song. Some people like to do it different ways. I'm gonna do it my way this time, okay? So it'd be 1. Te adoramos, Dios, and then A sharp. Hallelujah, and then back to F. Hallelujah, te adoramos, G. Eres, Senor, same thing. And then A, and then F. And then same thing. So it'd be 1, 5, A sharp, 4, 1, 5, A sharp, 4, and then Eres, Fiel. All right. So you can, at this point, you can pause the video and try to make it yourself up. But we're gonna go now to the, I think the most exciting part of the song, right? We have now the, what do we call it? It'd be called the bridge, okay? So we have a verse. Some songs have a verse. Some songs have 2 verses. It'd be called the verse 1, verse 2. Some songs have a pre-chorus, which would be called the pre-chorus, which is practically the leading point towards the most exciting part of the song, which is the chorus. And then we have a bridge. Some people call it bridge. Some people call it interlude for some reason. But interlude would really be like a part of the song where instruments are being played only. But some people call it interlude, believe it or not. But we call it bridge. Why is it called bridge? Because it's the bridge from the chorus back to the chorus, right? So we go from chorus, bridge, chorus. You'll never find a song where you go chorus, bridge, back to verse, right? Because honestly, as a musician and a person who's you know, seen some things, I personally think or know that a verse should only be played once or twice, right? The order of the song would be, and this is a very good learning lesson for everybody that's looking wants to be an aspiring musician, and you've been trying to take notes on how we should progress a song. It should really be verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, chorus, chorus. Maybe touch that bridge one more time if needed, but you always want to hit that chorus. And at some point in the song, it might get boring, and that's where a key change happens, okay? And if you are in the aspiring or in the actual, like if you know that you can go up there, just go up there and get the 5-1 in there for the next, all right? But now we're gonna go to the bridge, okay? So we've done verse, pre-chorus, chorus. Now we're gonna do bridge, okay? So the bridge is pretty simple, but not really, okay? We'd go back to the 1. Eres fiel. What do we just do there? What's that note, y'all? All right? That's gonna be called an E flat, otherwise known as D sharp, okay? I know you might be thinking, why is there 2 names for one single chord? Well, it's because there's a term called a flat, and there's a term called a sharp. Now, these black notes right here, and like the black notes, are the gateway, the half step towards a white note. So it'd be those 2 notes have a middle note, which would be F sharp. So from F to G, F sharp would be played. But if you're going from G to F, you could also call it a G flat because it's flatter than G, right? Some people call it going from F to G, G flat, which for some people makes sense. For me, kind of does. But I like to call my sharps. It's possible to call everything sharp, and it's possible to call everything flat if you want to. If you're a sharp type of guy, you're a sharp type of guy. If you're a flat type of guy, you're a flat type of guy. If you know your black notes by flats, so be it. If you know your sharps by sharps, so be it. I'm a sharp type of guy. That's who I am. But I like to terminalize everything so everybody knows what we're talking about, okay? So, here we go. It'd be 1, D sharp. This is the interlude before the bridge. F, which would be 4. So, there you go. Y'all hear that, right? And then, obviously, that's just the first part of the bridge. Then we go from the first part of the bridge from left to right. Now we go from left to left from right to left. What I mean by that is, so this is from left to right, going up in the piano. Now we're gonna go to the other side of the piano. A sharp, we just played it in the chorus, and now we're gonna play it again. G sharp. All right, so the A sharp and the G sharp are not in the scale of C, but they are played for the sake of the song because the author realized that with these chords, although they're not in the chord family of C, they actually make sense for what he's trying to portray with the song. Some songs will be weird, but it's okay. That's why we're making a tutorial. So, as we know, a scale of C does not have a G sharp or A sharp in there. It does have a G and an A minor, but it doesn't have a G sharp major. It doesn't have a G sharp, A sharp major. All right, but the author did it like that, so we're gonna do it like that. So it'd be G, C, C. All right, then we go back the other way. All right. Now, the thing that you have to understand. Notice my left hand. As a pianist, you could use all of the 3 notes in the chord, but not really needed, because at the end of the day, your right hand and your left hand, it's important to understand the task for each hand, okay? So for your right hand, you're always gonna do melodies. And for your left hand, you're always gonna wanna do the bass chords. Now, I do run a piano class at my church, and I was explaining this, that with your left hand, if you're still on C, look at my left hand. I'm not playing the middle note of the chord. I'm just doing the outer notes of the chord. But if I do a chord over a chord and G over C, doesn't matter what I do with my right hand, it will not affect the actual sound of the chord. Why? Because since the left hand is in charge of the bass chords, nothing can affect the fact that we're still in C, even if I play other chords with my right hand. Listen. Now, what if I use my left hand and change chords what my right hand does? What happens? Now the chords are being changed because the left hand is in charge of the chord change, not the right hand. Right hand is just to adorn and to establish good progressions with chords. Now notice that I'm gonna do the same thing with my left hand. Doesn't sound good, right? Reason why is because, look, if I stay on G with my right hand, but on my left hand, I go G, A, doesn't sound good. Why? Because it's gonna sound like my right hand doesn't know what it's doing and it got left behind. But now notice if I do the same thing with my right hand and my left hand stays on G. Sounds good this time. It's a very weird phenomenon, but it's the way the piano works, okay? From the left hand, all the way from the bass hard notes, all the way from the right side of the piano, which is all the light, and then we have it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful instrument. All right, so now that we know the whole song, we're gonna play it together, okay? This is without any instrumentals, this is without any introductions. This is just to clarify what chords are needed for the song to bloom. That's a good term right there. All right. So we're gonna start in the beginning. Señor, eres fiel y tu misericordia eterna. Again. Señor, eres fiel y tu misericordia eterna. Pre-chorus. Gente de toda lengua y nación, de generación a generación, te adoramos, Dios. Aleluya, aleluya, te adoramos, Dios. Eres Señor. Te adoramos, Dios. Aleluya, aleluya, te adoramos, Dios. Eres Señor. Eres fiel. There you go. G, there, back. Other side. Ready, go. Bam. Other side. Eres fiel. Eres fiel, siempre fiel, eres fiel. And there you go. There's the song. It sounds boring. Why does it sound boring? Well, because I'm not playing at the level that you sound in church. Why is this a thing? Well, the reason why is because in order to run, you have to crawl. In order to walk, you have to crawl. In order to sprint, you have to run. And if you want to go at a sprinting speed, not possible if you barely know how to do chords, right? But if you want to do this is like the beginner version. I will be doing advanced, intermediate, and advanced versions, but this is just the beginner version. Now let me just give you a sneak peek of what the song should sound like, okay? Fiel y tu misericordia eterna. Señor, eres fiel y tu misericordia eterna. I don't want to go on further. That's just like a speed run. And also my piano's a little old. So that's just the Senor Eres Fiel tutorial. If you have any questions, please comment down below, and I will be responding to any reply that you might have, an explanation that you might need. I will respond to it. So just let me know, and I'll be there. I'm here for you guys. All right. This is Jeremy Barajas. All right. Thank you.